Hey, Rocketeers, you know what time it is.
Guess I'll grab my coat and hat, 'cause I won't be coming back. You were too cruel, but I put up with you. Who was the fool? Was I a fool? I let you have your way. Now look where we're at today. I was so true. After all we went through, but who was the fool? Was I a fool? Something's gone astray when there's nothing more to say. So I left you far behind. It will only tell in time who was the fool. Who was the fool? Something's gone astray when there's nothing more to say. So I left you far behind. It will only tell in time who was the fool. Wasn't I a fool? You were the fool. You were the fool.
Welcome, everybody out there in Bitland, to the Rocket Launch Show here on Digital Street Radio. I'm Ricky Rockit. For those of you who don't know, I'm your host for this evening. For the next half hour, I'm going to be playing some, actually a couple of my original, well, one of my original tunes, but two different tracks. Plus, I got a track by J. Christian Gallagher. He actually sent it to us a while ago, but it's been remastered. So I'm going to air that track. Plus, I have a never released, never heard before track from our good friend Adam Murray. And I can't wait to play that one for you. Now, before we get to the music, I want to remind everybody that this Wednesday, and every Wednesday, Doyle, also known as Dial H, he hosts the open mic there that runs from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. That's at Tom's Bullpen out there on Walker Road. Now, I recommend that you go to Dial H's Facebook page. He has a link there where you can actually sign up way ahead of time for a slot. I believe you get 15-minute slots. So that's this Wednesday and every Wednesday. 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., open mic, hosted by Dial H. So, as promised, here's a track from our good friend, Christian Gallagher. This is a song called Simple Times. He sent it to us before, but it's recently been remastered, and you're going to hear it for the first time here, Rocketeers.
Simple times.
Yeah, that was J. Christian Gallagher and his track, Simple Times. Now, if you know somebody who writes their own original music, or if you're an original artist and you write your own original music, write to us here at digitalstreetstudio@gmail.com, and we'll get you some information on how to be heard. Now, the next 2 tracks I'm going to play for you are actually songs that I have been working on for about the past 2 weeks. The first track you're going to hear is a pretty raunchy track. It's only the one verse chorus of this song. And what happened was I was in the studio right here at Digital Street, and I was mixing a heavy metal track for a client. And right in the middle of this mixing session, this melody that you're about to hear came to me. Why? I don't know. I'm mixing a metal song, and you're going to hear this melody. 2 different worlds. And then the second track is actually kind of what I heard. And what happened was I had Kevin come in while I was doing that mixing session, and I stopped, and I had asked Kevin to come in and use my phone to just record it so I had the idea and wouldn't forget it. And then I went home, and I couldn't sleep, and I started listening to this track, and I wrote the words. I came in the next day, stopped in the studio. I had about 15 minutes because I was heading to a gig, and I actually tracked the piano part, and then I tracked the vocal that you're going to hear just for a demo so that I wouldn't lose, my thought. You just kind of get these ideas down when you can. So in 15 minutes, I got to set up the mic, get the recorder up, and create a session, and start the demo, let's put it that way. And then over the next 2 weeks, I heard the piano solo, so I laid that down. I laid down a small bass part. It's not a keeper, but the idea is there. And that's the whole purpose for the second track that you're going to hear, which is actually the entire song, but it's the foundation so that the musicians that come in and track on this can hear what's coming up, and I can explain to them what I need from them. This song is actually called How I Felt, and the first track you're going to hear, again, I apologize for the crude recording, but it's the idea as it happened. And then the next track you're going to hear is the actual entire song in demo form, which is provided to the session musicians or whoever happens to play on the track. Well, I hope I didn't ruin your ears. That's a new song that I'm actually working on. And I think, occasionally, if I feel like sharing my nakedness in songwriting, I'll try to share these things with you because I get a lot of questions, what it's like working in the studio. What do you do? So I hope that kind of gives you an idea of how sometimes things happen. It hits songwriters and musicians in all kinds of different ways. But like I said, I'm right in the middle of this heavy metal mix, and boom, this track comes out of me. Now, real quickly, I want to remind everybody again, if you know an artist that has original music, or you are a local original music artist, and you have music you'd like to be heard, email us at digitalstreetstudio@gmail.com, and we'll get you the information on how to be heard. Now, this next track I'm going to play, Rocketeers, has never been heard. However, I believe Adam has posted it on his Reverb Nation page, so if you haven't seen it yet, please, please, please check it out. This song is so cool. A couple weeks ago, Adam came in to track the new guitar parts and track the vocal part. And man, I was blown away. This is such a cool song. It reminds me of the early 70s during a time that I was really getting into music. And it was just before I started playing professionally. And we'd be practicing in the garage. Of course, we had our black light going and all that kind of stuff. But everything back then seemed so slow and surreal. And when Adam started playing this track, I was just totally blown away. It's an excellent track. And I graciously got to perform the Hammond on this track. And I'm telling you, man, I closed my eyes the entire time and had a blast. So here's a new track from Adam Murray, and this is called Wicked Love Jones.
Taking blind ambition, 20 years gone by, tucked away like a photo from the jury's eye. Yeah, no one dared to stop me, stand there mortified. I test the disease that corrodes me, can't be denied.
So cool. What a cool track. Wicked Love Jones by Adam Murray. Check him out on Facebook, and you can also find him on Reverb Nation. And once again, Rocketeers, science, physics, whatever you want to call it, has told me that I have run out of time. Time flies when I'm having a blast. I want to thank all the Rocketeers out there in Bitland for turning on and tuning in tonight to the Rocket Launch Show. I want to thank Adam Murray, J. Christian Gallagher for sending us their tracks. I also want to remind you that if you want to be heard on Digital Street Radio, just write to us at digitalstreetstudio@gmail.com. And don't forget, Rocketeers, please be kind to our creatures and fellow human beings. Peace.
If I get you talking to that boy again, I'm gonna let you down, and leave you flat. Gonna let you down and leave you flat. 'Cause I told you before, oh girl, you can't do that. It's the second time I've caught you talking to him. If I catch you talking to that boy, I think it's a sin. I'm gonna let you down.